Thanks for coming to Papa's Happy Place. Appreciate you being here. Another messed up video. No audio on this one, so what I've done is I'll just annotate, tell you what I'm doing as the video goes along. Then you'll be able to understand what's going on and maybe appreciate this brew a little bit better. But again, thanks for being here. Watch to the end, please. This here is our specialty grains that came with the kit. I'm going to end up putting them inside of a bag, and they're going to go into our boil, and that will end up making like a tea, and that tea will end up being converted. These are non-fermentable sugars, but that'll end up being converted, end up being turned into a liquid. Here's that bag. We'll end up putting all these steeping grains inside there, steep them out like the tea, like I was saying. And that'll end up going in. So these are more flavor grains that are added in to give a little different flavor to the wort so that when the beer is finalized. But it just goes inside the pot, steep it like we would a tea, and then when we ferment it out, it ends up staying flavor-wise at the end. Here I am putting it inside the pot. End up tying the end of the bag off to the handle on the side of the pot. Just keep it from falling in, having to dig it out later. It gives me. This is directions. This Brewer's Best kit come with directions, and that's the directions. Here I am checking my temperature. Just seeing how close I'm getting there. I've got a certain time I have to steep these grains. Then when I get done with that, I end up adding my fermentables, which is just a DME. Here's some honey that goes in just for a boil, and that honey adds some sweetness, adds some fermentables. And this here is our DME. Starting to put it in with the mix. Get it combined and turn into the wort. And when I get all done, get everything all combined, then I'll bring it up to a boil. Boil it for a little bit, make sure everything's sanitary. Showing the camera here is just a bag, 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds, I can't remember, of DME. This section here, they're a long time here, so I just sped through this. So it looks like I'm running really fast, but I'm not. This is just in high speed. More mixing, cooking, creating our juice. Here's the temperature of our wort now. You can see got my alarm set a little high. We're just starting to boil. See, it's just starting to get to a rolling boil. And I'll roll this for, I'll only roll this for about a half hour, getting the reduction a little bit on my syrup, my juice. And this here, this is the yeast that I started. I got a starter going. And that ends up going inside when I get all done. Once it's cooled down enough to be able to put it in there. I'm just showing it there. This is the time of day it was. And here I am cooling everything down after the boil. So, getting towards the end here, folks. After this, I just put it in the fermenter. Fermented it out. Turned out to be about an 8.5% beer. Very tasty beer. I've got quite a few compliments on this one. But again, thank you for watching. Appreciate you all watching. Thanks for staying to the end. And make sure you like and subscribe. Put any comments in the end. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.